Great day. Hey, welcome to the House of Cons. I'm Black J. Hey, it's Friday, June 23rd, 2023. Tribe Bucks. Salute to the comrades. Salute to everybody in the house. Salute to the subscribers. Salute to the members. If you ain't subscribed yet, go ahead and do that. Hit the subscribe, hit the like, share the video. Managa salute. I hope everybody feeling good. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling good as usual. Got a few things I want to talk about tonight. In particular, why should we believe his story? Salute, salute Managa. Should we even believe his story? Yeah, that's what we digging into. Might check, let me make sure I got my sound right. Hit me up in the chat, let me know where you at. Like I said, go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, share. And we trying to get the numbers up over here, salute. And going to get that membership, Managa. We doing movie nights on the Shabbat. Tomorrow night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. We do movie night on the Shabbat, Managa, for the members. Members only live stream. So go on and get your membership. Managa low is $2.99. Salute, Tribe Up. But yeah, we got a good conversation. Why should we believe his story? And y'all saw the thumbnail. You know what I'm saying? We got ain't my uncle, you know what I'm saying, the monkey's uncle, Uncle Sam, you know what I'm saying, on the bottom right hand corner of the screen. And we got a sister on the left, but in the background we got something else going on. Yeah, the title of the show is Why Should We Believe His Story? Salute. So let's dig on into it, because I want to know, should we even believe his story? Is it something that we should even consider, Managa? After all, he is the colonizer. Salute. Should we even believe Uncle or Auntie Sam when it comes to the history of the American Naga? That's what I want to know. Should we even believe anything they got to say? Some people say, well, I look at it like this. In Japan, do the Japanese look to get their history from the Europeans, or do they get it from their ancestors? Salute. What about in Australia? Where Australia get their history from? Do they get it from their ancestors, or do they get it from others? Hell, what about Africa? Do they get in Africa? Do they get their history from their tribes and their ancestors? Or do they get their history from Europeans? Managa, why are we the only people on earth getting our history from our enemies? Salute. Why are we the only people on earth seeking to get our history from Europeans, from somebody who ain't us, instead of our ancestors, Managa? And furthermore, instead of searching for your own. So in the background, as we investigate this thumbnail from a third eye point of view, I'm gonna blow it up a little bit so we can see what's really going on. We got the sister and the devil in the front. We're gonna blow them on up. We got them superimposed on the picture in the background, but we want to see what's going on in the background. We clearly see a Naga, a woman and a child. He got a loincloth on, he got feathers up. Naga got earrings on. I don't know what kind of earrings them is. He got all kind of stuff on. But he got short, some would say kinky or curly hair. It's clearly dark skin. The sister even darker. But I'm gonna show y'all where that picture come from. We're gonna get into it. Salute, Tribe Buck, salute. Hey, salute the Enox 0407 in the house. Tribe Buck. Yeah, we're gonna get into this. If I get my alright, hold on y'all. Alright, hold on. My screen wanna act. Hold on, I've been blowing it up. Alright, now let's see. Alright, yeah. So let's get into this. We're gonna look at, I'm gonna show y'all where that picture in the background come from. That's how we're gonna start this thing off. We're gonna look there first. I'm gonna show y'all what that. Have you ever heard of the Nada Weeds, Managa? The The Nottowese Indians, my nigga. Have you ever heard of that tribe? You know, this ain't the 5 civilized tribes. You know, this ain't no fake Dawes Road tribes and all that kind of stuff. $5 Indians. These are real tribes here. Well, we looking at right now we on www.worthpoint, and we're looking at an antique etching or engraving. It says North Indianan, J. Cooper, L. Portman, nicely framed. All right. I hope everybody can see that. You know what I'm saying? I hope everybody can see that. So it says engraving of a North Indianan. Yeah, that's where we get the picture from. Blow it back up again. We'll see the Naga clearly got very dark, short, very short hair, nothing long and straight. Look at the sister. Clearly like a sister to me. And they got this little child here. I don't know about the child here, look kind of funny. He got a tomahawk. He don't even look like he belonged to them. But we'll read what the description says. It says pricing history. Antique etching engraving circa 1800. Hand colored. It is signed in the print J. Cooper and L. Portman. The image measures just under 6 inches by 6 inches. It is nicely framed and matted and appears to be professionally framed. With the frame, it measures approximately 9 by 11 inches. There's a stick on the back. They say there's a stick on the back that was there when I received it this year that says the print is guaranteed to be at least 170 years old. Don't know how long the stick has been on. Okay, so this is a seller. The seller description. He's saying he don't know how long the sticker been on there. He's saying at least 107 years old. We look at stuff a little older than that over here. You know, we be looking at stuff 300 and 400 years old. You know, you're talking about 170 years ago. I think the hijack hat done showed up by then. Salute. Yeah. So I look at some of these images with a grain of salt, but I take it for what it is. Alright, so we're gonna move on from that one. Let's check out this one. North Indianan. It means North Indians. Let's see how it sounds. Hold on.
North Indianan.
North Indianan.
North Indianan.
Okay, North Indianan. Alright, North Indians. So Indians of the North. Now we're looking at another North Indians, Nottowese, and come to find out the Nottowese supposed to be the Dakota, from the Dakota area, USA. All right, so let's investigate the photo. Oh man, come on, y'all. Hold on, some of these websites be tripping, y'all. All right, so I guess I'm gonna have to blow it up another way. Let me blow it up like this then. Alright, I hope everybody can see that good. And at the bottom it says the Nottowese. Let's say another pretty dark skin. Hair's not long and straight. I'm looking at the way he's dressed, feathered up, loincloth. The woman has on more clothes. So he looks like he's possibly a warrior. He got something in his hand like a club. So this is the Nottowese. I like to investigate on stuff I never heard about, like the Nottowese. I'm like, what's the Nottowese? Let's blow them up. That's a tobacco pipe. Why they don't teach us about the Nottowese, my nigga? Like his bow down there at his feet. She got the fringes on her skirt. Her skirt is fringed up, my nigga. Her blouse is fringed up, my nigga. Yeah, the Nottowese, my nigga. It's a question. Who are the Nottowese Indians? Referring to what they say you still see the monster brother blow. The Nottowese Indian eulogy delivered for the tribe member. Okay. And then immediately on Wikipedia, what comes up? Let's shrink that down. All right, I hope everybody can see that. So the first thing come up on Wikipedia is the Dakota people. The Dakota people, right? I don't know about this, and it don't look real to me. It don't look like the maps, my nigga. The Boy Scouts, East Charles Alex Eastman, 1858 to 1939. That ain't no real Indian. You don't look like the maps, my nigga. You don't look like that. Hey, salute, JJ in the house, salute. Hey, so we investigating these pics. So see these dates. When I look at these dates, my nigga, I look at these dates on these pictures, and I look at the Nagas. The Nagas be having the real old dates, but he like 1858 to 1939. That's a new J. When he showed up, and he don't look like this. He does not look like that. But let me show you how much these people lie about history, man. Y'all, these people lie about history so much. These people be lying. So I investigate everything. You know, I investigate the high jack, the new jack, the old jack, the OG, the real shit. I look at it all. You know why I look at it all? Because I approach this thing like the court of law. You know what I'm saying? And when you go in the court of law, whoever got the most evidence win. Whether it's a lawsuit or it's a criminal case, whoever got the most evidence win. But you can't just have the most evidence. You got to know your enemy evidence too. So like I say, I observe all this from the third eye point of view. I look at the dates. I try to match stuff up. I don't like to play around. I like to know what I'm talking about. And I like to make sure I don't uncover every stone. I ain't leave no stone uncovered, my nigga. You feel me? I don't like to have step. You know what I'm saying? I look at the pretenders' work. That's how I know how to call them out. Because I look at they fake culture. I look at what they doing. And I compare it with the ancient stuff. And I see it don't match up. It don't line up. So that's how I just take my time from a third eye point of view and a common sense point of view, my nigga. And I do what I do. And I always come up with something. Every time. But we're gonna look at something else. I'm gonna show y'all something else, man. It's gonna trip y'all out. I'm gonna show y'all how these folks play games, and how they try to whitewash, and how they try to rewrite history. And the first thing you ought to ask yourself, any Naga with common sense, you know what I'm saying, ought to ask yourself is why is these people whitewashing stuff? Or why are they rewriting stuff? You should ask yourself that automatically. No matter what you believe, you should ask yourself why. Instead of asking me, why would they lie about history? Ask yourself, why would they whitewash the images? Ask yourself, why would they rewrite the story? Don't ask me why would they do it. I know why. I got a clue. I kind of understand why they'll do it. Of course, they gonna lie to us. You know what I'm saying? They don't want all hell to break loose. But I'm gonna show y'all something else, man. Peep this here out, y'all. Check this out. The West India washerwomen. It says right here, description. This oil painting shows several women washing clothes in the river, while a small child is playing by a riverside. The location is not given, but it is probably Dominica or St. Vincent. All right, we know all about Dominica and St. Vincent over here. Agostino Brunius, 1730 to 1796. Also, Brunius was an Italian painter. He went to London in 1758, where he became acquainted with William Young, who was appointed by a high governmental post in West Indian territories. What territories? Africa? No, in the West Indian territories. Okay, he over here on our land. Acquired by Britain from France during the 7 Years' War. In late 1764, Brunius accompanied Young to the Caribbean. Yeah, St. Vincent, I bet. Yeah, the Caribbean, we know. accompanied Young to the Caribbean as his personal artist, arriving in early 1765. Brunius stayed in the islands until around 1775, when he returned to England and exhibited some of his paintings. He returned to the West Indies in 1784 and remained there until his death on the island of Dominica in 1796. Although Brunius primarily resided in Dominica, he also spent time in St. Vincent and visited other islands, including Barbados, Grenada, St. Kitts, and Tobago. See Lennox Humph Church, Chatoya's artist. Oh, Joseph Chatoya? Joseph Chatoya, huh? Chatoya's artist. Agostino Brunius and the depiction of St. Vincent. Journal of the Barbados Museum and Historical Society of such and such. Hans Huth, Agostino Brunius. Okay, source. The source is from the National Library of Jamaica, Institute of Jamaica, Kingston. All right, so let's identify Brunius and citation. Now check out the citation. See when I tell y'all how they want to rewrite history and watch this. The citation: the West India washerwomen slavery images, a visual record of the African slave trade, which we know is a lie, right? And slave life in the early African diaspora. See, anytime it's a Naga or a yellow bone, that ain't nothing but a yellow bone. That's a yellow bone. She dressed the same way that's sis. She just a lighter shade of brown. Now they tell you this, the African diaspora, right? They tell you this in St. Vincent. Okay, if these was African slaves, why are they tribed up? Why are the women topless with loincloths on, with their babies washing in the river? Why are they tribed up? Why are they doing tribal stuff? So when were women slaves running around topless, Managa? Tell me one Kunta Kinte movie where the female slaves was running around topless. They was not, Managa. So you got to understand, this is an indigenous tribe you're looking at that's washing in the river that Agostino painted. This New Jack Hijack, who wrote a citation, he wanted to say it's an African diaspora to explain why it's Nagas in the photo, why it's Nagas in the painting. You don't believe me, huh? I know. Some of y'all saw this. Some people that's new in the house, they saw that African slave trade. They say, aha, we knew it. We knew it. They say, we got them. We knew it. But you ain't take time to say, well, when did slave women walk around butt naked and the children? Didn't the slaves have clothing? Why would they still be in tribal garb like natives, like indigenous people? You didn't ask yourself that, huh? All right. So since you ain't asked yourself that, I bet you ain't asked yourself this either. Why they gotta whitewash the image, huh? Salute. What's up with the whitewash? If those is Africans, why would a whitewash be necessary? Teaching 777 in the house, tribe up. Members in the house, salute, tribe up. Tribe up, fire up for the members, tribe up. Put a bolt and arrow in the chat for teaching 777. Salute. Salute. Teaching 777 in the house. Tribe up, Managa. Salute. Yeah, why would they those African diaspora? Why would it be necessary to whitewash the image, Managa? Why would it be necessary to whitewash the image if that was the African diaspora? And not only did you whitewash the image, you know, you took the yellow bone out, you left one sis, you lightened her up a little bit. She definitely ain't as dark as what we were just looking at. So you put some white women on there, you put some European women, right? And now you tired of this one, free women of Dominica, washing clothes in the stream. You can't make this stuff up, man. Hold on, let me make sure y'all can see this. Let me shrink it down, son. Let me make sure y'all can see this. Get my sword straight. So you whitewash the image and you label this one free women of Dominica, washing clothes in the stream. Oh, but they dress the same way, huh? What happened to African diaspora, huh? Somebody's lying. Hey, fishing with Camo Joe in the house, salute. Tribe up. Fishing with Camo Joe in the house, salute. Oh, so these free women in Dominica. Oh, okay, I get it. Oh, but over here though, oh, these slaves. Oh, this the African diaspora, right? Oh, okay. And they dress the same. Oh, Oh, the slaves dressed just like free women? What's going on, man? Somebody lying. Somebody's lying to me. I ain't no fool. This is a dumb lie. This is very stupid. To even try this dumb. This is very dumb. They think the masses is gonna just be dumb, my nigga. Free women, huh? Alright. Yeah. Oh, I thought that was a slave, man. Wait a minute. They topless. These are free women. Oh, I guess these indigenous women, huh? Or do they really look like this, my nigga? Somebody's lying. Somebody's lying, my nigga. That's why I always take my time. Hey, Maxine Cross in the house, salute. Tribe up, salute. That's why I always take my time, and I just ask little simple questions. I be like, man, well, I don't remember slave women walking around with their titties out. That's kind of wild. You know what I'm saying? I thought the slaves, every time the slaves I seen, they had on clothes. You know, they was slaves, and they gave them clothes and shelter and like a little bit of food or whatever, and then they made them wear their European clothes after they became slaves. They tried to assimilate them, right? That's the word they use. We're gonna assimilate the Negro. Assimilate the Indian. And say, yeah, we'll make them dress like us. It's enough of this tribal savage stuff. They call them savage, right? Ain't that interesting, y'all? Yeah, why would you call this one the African diaspora? They dress the same way, doing the same thing, washing in the river. But these ones, you call these ones free. What's the difference? What's the difference? A whitewash? You whitewash it, and then on this one, you go in on some New Jack. It ain't said nothing about no hold on, let me get something straight real quick. Pull up my computer and make sure I ain't losing my charge. Oh yeah, there we go. Alright. In the original description, it ain't saying nothing about Africa and the diaspora. This shit was talking all about Dominica, St. Vincent, Augustine Brusino, same Brunius. They say the same painter, but he couldn't have painted both of these. Somebody lying. Same time period, Dominica, Caribbean. I don't see Africa nowhere. 7 Years War, St. Vincent. All the way down, you got to stroll all the way down here and you throw a line here to throw everybody off. Thinking we ain't gonna think we just gonna click on this real quick, be on this page 5. Nah, my nigga, I spend an hour looking at it. I will blow it up, shrink it down, make sure I ain't miss nothing. I be coming back to stuff, y'all. Sometimes, man, I just be looking at stuff, man. I'm telling you, I got about good thing my phone, this phone, I got a couple phones. This phone got a lot of memory. I got like 2,000 something photos in here, Naga stuff, y'all. I'm telling you, I got like 2,000 something receipts. Different stuff. It's like just over the time that I just be playing around, searching, just bull jiving around. I do my little searches and I save stuff. And this phone is loaded, like, but even my laptop too. But man, I just be looking at stuff sometimes. Then I miss stuff myself sometimes. I might be connecting some dots, and then I thought I connected all the dots, and now I look back again for some reason. I'd be like, hold up, man, I missed that. Just like this right here, man. We were just talking about Hawaii and Kamehameha, and I was talking about, like, you know how the Nagas they slaughtered James Cook. We did the Felt team, the death of James Cook. You know what I'm saying? Colonizer caught lacking. But I ain't even noticed when we was talking about Kamehameha and his statue, that was him right there, the kahuna. He got on the same damn thing. He got on the damn cape. He got on the Cape Light Road. He got the loincloth on. He got his spear. That's the same damn Naga right there. When I was doing the story, and at the same time, I ain't even point that out because I ain't noticed that. When I saw the statue, I was like, damn, okay, the statue, he speared up, but I ain't noticed till I look back. I'm like, damn, ain't there some shit? I'm like, so you know this the real image. But then they wanna, you know, we done talked about the death of James Cook, but we gonna revisit it just to point this thing out. Like I be just connecting more dots later, man. You don't catch every dot the first time. You know what I'm saying? You go back to the death of Captain James Cook, colonizer caught lacking. You know what I'm saying? You know, they show us all these fake ass images. We know right away don't even match up with the story. Don't match up with nothing. that other image match up with the story. When we read the story, like you can look at the image while you read the story, and it's almost like you watching the movie. Then they did this. I don't see none of them with no cape on. Where the spirit at, my nigga? All this is fake. They is like all the way naked. This is like gay. You know what I'm saying? Our guys was not like that. Our guys had on clothes, my nigga. They had on loincloths. They had their tops out, man. You know, niggas walking around with their shirt off. Now I walk around outside on the Shabbat, on the weekend. I might walk to the store with my shirt off. Like I might got Savage on my shoulder. But I'm just saying, like, this jump match up. The cape, this is the real in the background. This is the real historical picture from the book, showing it was the Naga, showing the big Kahuna came out with his spear, and Al, that's the Al-Nini, the emperor. This was his assistants right here. That gutted him in the chest. That's the one they said that did him in, gutted him in the chest with a kitchen knife. And old boy right here that had the war club bust him upside the head. They said that was the old emperor's son. You know what I'm saying? I read into it a little more, but it all match up, man. I'm saying this image match up. They don't, and then these whitewashing. Why are they whitewashing? You gotta ask yourself, man. If you from Africa, I'm saying, if you believe you from Africa, man, you tell me, why is they whitewashing all this? You could tell this a new image. Look at the artwork. The artwork look new. If this was a video game, this would be like PlayStation 6 right here. This right here would be Atari, a Nintendo 64. You know what I'm saying? You could tell it's old. It came out first. You know what I'm saying? This is the OG video game right here. You know what I'm saying? It matched the statue they made, a Kamehameha. You know what I'm saying? The dots line up, my nigga. It matched the dots. To connect the dots. They don't want to play connect the dots with us. It all match up. Kamehameha. Even the time frame where he lived, it all match up. Kamehameha. He the one poked his ass with that spear. The big Kahuna. And I'm just saying, man, they don't know, boy. I be reading and stuff. They don't know I get in with the gray hair. That's his ass right there. Kamehameha. That's it. Hold on, wait, I ain't try to do that. Hold on. That's his ass right. That's his ass right there, man. With the spear. That's his statue they made at him. Look, y'all. Kamehameha. Look. Kamehameha the first. You know what I'm saying? They think he was the first emperor, but he wasn't even the first emperor, because when they poked up James Cook, he wasn't even the emperor at the time. The other emperor was older than him. And it was the emperor before then. They don't know when we was doing our thing. We were doing it over here since the beginning of time. They don't know what the hell we got going on. Kamehameha the Great was the conqueror and first ruler. They don't know that. That man was not the first ruler. He was the first he was the first when they got up in there and James Cook got his ass handed to him. Got James went home in the box. Yeah, that's him. Usurping ruler. Check this out. Alright, where they talk about his statue. Cause that's where that statue come from. Hold on. Statue whatever. Right. I don't feel like reading all this right now. We just pointing out dots on pictures, y'all. We done read a lot of this already in the other live stream. If you want to see it, you got to go back to the if you ain't seen the colonizer caught lacking Feb 10 live, you got to go back and check that one. We talked about all this right here. But I wanted to pull up when they talk about his statue, because that's where that image of the statue come from. They talk about it right here. Oh, there you go. The state of Hawaii gave a statue of him. There you go, right there. That's it. Kamehameha with his spear and with his cape on, my Naga, like Super Naga. That Naga look like Super Naga. He nappy headed, you know what I'm saying? This was when he was younger. I guess they made the statue of the young Kamehameha. Look at that Naga, look like he played football or something. He looked like a tailback, my Naga. But the Naga James Cook, they did James Cook Captain Cook ass in. Yeah, this all lined up, man. Everything matched, man. Everything matched, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything matched over here, y'all. Well, all that Africa stuff, y'all, I don't know, man. All this shit here. some people don't still believe. Some people still believe in this, man. I don't know how. If you believe in these people as the Native Americans, you gotta ask yourself, how come it's always an image of some black people doing the same shit, and the image of the black people be older? I mean, it's just common sense at this point. You know, if I see people, man, selling and buying Doritos since I was born, and then next thing I know, some chips that look just like Doritos, or not even just like them. They trying to look like Doritos. Come out and they call Sabitos and some knockoff shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what this shit is. Some people don't see this. This is hijack. A lot of hijack going on. Fake James Cook death pictures. Yeah, we did the live. We talked about this, but I'm just saying, I just had to come back to this, pointing out some connecting some dots, man. Pointing out when I saw that cape, and I was like, hold on, man, I seen that cape before. I said, dang, how did I miss that? Look at this here. Captain Hook died. Hold on, Captain Hook dies, man. They need to get out of here. These people ain't got no culture, man. They ain't got no history for real, man. I don't even think these people been on the earth 1,000 years yet, for real, man. I don't know how long the people that came out of the laboratory. You know what I'm just saying, man. These people do not have an ancient past, man. They whitewashing all the ancient history. Look at this. What's this? You know what I'm saying? Captain Cook shot an Aborigine before he even set foot on Australian soil. See, Captain Cook was wilding in Australia too. See, they ain't even get him in Australia. Them Australian Nagas they wasn't ready. He came over here to the Americas and Nagas wasn't having it. Bad news beat him home. Yeah, colonizer, man. The whitewash, the James Cook whitewash, my Naga. This is crazy, man, how many white. And then it's just like, it ain't just one. It ain't like, oh yeah, you got us on that one. He happened to whitewash that one. No, Naga. Not only is this that they whitewashing all these images, then on top of whitewashing all these images, when they have to explain the Naga in ancient history in America, they always call him a slave. But then they always tell the same story on that. They say, yeah, he was an African slave. He came from royalty. He was a son of a royal prince, and we brought him over here. Really, Managa? You're gonna kidnap a royal African prince, man. They tell you the same thing about Gaspar Inca. They said the same thing about several people in South America. And then on top of this, man, just connecting the dot. Hey, Sag Moon in the house, tribe bus salute. Sag Moon in the house. Just connecting dots. Even with the stupid story that they tell us, yeah, the blacks, they were just African slaves that escaped. And then they got to the Indian tribes and blended in with the Indians. You know, they tell us that stupid story, right? And they joined the Indian tribe. So, if we to believe that, they telling us the Indians was just this sweet. They like, yeah, come on in, Africans. Yeah, come on in, join the tribe. Really, Managa? The people, the fake Native Americans, if them was the Indians and they telling you the blacks was escaped slaves from Africa, you really think these $5 pretendians they call themselves Native American was like, come on niggas, come on Nagas, join us. You a Cherokee now. Come on, y'all down with us. Really? And then when they be beefing in the comment section on these videos, the first thing the fake pretenders, first thing they say is, when you Nagas was freedmen, y'all was freedmen slaves. Really, Managa? Well, we know through the history the colonizers was enslaving the Indians, but besides that point, let's run with the slavery story. Let's run with the slave from Africa story. Since the fake Indians want to say your Nagas was freedmen and you were slaves of the Cherokees and this and that. Oh yeah, Managas, when did Cherokee buy African slaves? I will walk you down one at a time. Explain to me when the Cherokee went to Africa and got slaves. Oh, so you know that ain't happened. So what you gonna try to say? the Cherokees got the African slaves from the Europeans? You really gonna say that? The Indians bought African slaves from Europeans. Okay, let's say that. Let's say the Indians bought African slaves from Europeans. No matter how dumb that sounds, the Indians bought African slaves from their enemies. All right, let's run with that. What they bought them with? What did they trade for? What did they give Europeans for to get? What did the Indians have to give Europeans to get African slaves? Don't tell me they gave them guns for the slaves. No, I thought they told you that the Indians was trading shit to get guns. What was they trading to get a slave? There ain't no answers to these because they lies. They lies to explain your presence, Managa. Salute. Indian buying African slaves. Yeah, right. Indians ain't. You know how Indians got their slaves from other Indians going to war, enslaving other tribes. Any so-called Native American that had slaves, he got them from, they was Indian slaves. Indians never had African slaves. Indians never bought slaves from Europeans. Europeans bought slaves from Indians, bought and stole slaves from Indians. We know Indians never could possibly get an African slave. So who was these black slaves that the European was stealing and buying from the Indians? They could not have been Africans. You in the catch-22 no matter what you say against this. You dig yourself in the hole that you cannot get out of with this. I done asked all the questions already that you can't answer. That nobody can answer against this. Nobody can answer against this. Say salute to JJ, salute Managa JJ showing love, salute. JJ, the membership, Managa, salute. You can't answer these questions. You can't explain why would the Indian have a slave besides saying that the truth, that Indians war with other Indians and made slaves of other Indians. You can't say the Indians had African slaves. You can't say African slaves escaped Europeans and got with Indian tribes. Just found their way to the Indian tribes. The African slave can find his way to the similar Indians so easily, but the Europeans can't. Then he can blend right in with the similars unnoticed. I wonder why. See, people don't want to go down this path, man. They want to keep everybody ignorant, man. And that's their whole plan. They hope everybody don't look and take their time and slow down and connect the dots. They want you to move on fast in this rat race out here, chasing their European standard of wealth. They want you chasing that Gucci and that Louis bag. They don't want you tribing up. They want you focused on the nonsense, man. They don't want you slowing down, connecting the dots, looking at your wrist. They don't say, nigga, go to Africa, dog. You got these so-called pro-blacks got the same argument as the KKK, telling you to go somewhere you ain't never been, that you don't own nothing over there. What you going when you pack up and go to Africa? What you got when you get there? And what do they owe you? Do they owe you anything, Managa? Nah, a lot of them trying to come here, man. Is you crazy? You go over there talking about you want something over there, they gonna look at you. You know what them folks gonna look at you and say? They gonna say you left where it was at. You left the promised land. What's wrong with you? And guess what? They're not gonna call you an African when you get there. Salute. So be my guest. If that's what you want to do. Without critically thinking about what's going on. You've been indoctrinated. We tried up over here. I got my tribe all around. We got my tribe in the chat. We tried up. Tribe all on the desk. I got tribe everywhere. Tribe on the wall. Yeah, all this for a reason. You think somebody gonna come in the house and tell a Khan what's up? You're right. Hey man, this house of Khans, man. Respect my house. Oh, we'll let the door now hit your ass with the most high, split your ass, man. Peace to the tribe. Peace to the new member, Managa JJ. Tribe and up. Salute. Salute. And I'm going to catch y'all later on tomorrow. Y'all going to have 2 live streams tomorrow. We're going to do the members only live. And we're gonna do a regular daytime live stream. See y'all then. Salute. We out. Peace.